Hey, what's going on, Connect Group Leaders? Cameron here. And I thought we would change it up a little bit. You know, we're always doing emails. You have emails for school, emails for work, and who wants another email in their inbox to have to read through? So I thought we'd do a quick video and just go through what are the top 3 things you need to know as a group leader, talk about maybe a little leader challenge for the week, but also end it with a leader shout out. So it could be you, so stay tuned to the end and see who gets shout out this week. I know we're all running around on campus and don't get to know everybody. So I thought it'd be cool to highlight some leaders as we do this during the week. So let's get started. Number 1, Christmas Eve services are coming up soon. December 24th, we're gonna have services at 11, 12:30, 2, 3:30, and 5 o'clock. So as you can imagine, everyone's gonna go to the later services, right? Including y'all. Y'all always go to the late service. But we're gonna make an ask this year, and we're asking all of our people who are serving and leading in any capacity to attend the earlier services. I know, my family doesn't like it either. But it's very helpful because new folks are coming in, people who haven't attended a while will have space during those latter hours. Also, if you go to the early service, you don't have to deal with traffic. You don't have to deal with sitting hip to hip with people. So if you don't want to be crammed in like a bunch of sardines during the later service or have the potential going into one of the overflow rooms, go to the earlier services. It's going to work better for you anyway. So consider that. I encourage you to do that. Number 2 is that we have no Connect groups on December 28th and January 4th. So when we think about this, there are actually going to be no kids and students on the 28th. And then on the 4th, it's going to be just childcare for birth through 4 years old. So just preschool. So just keep that in mind as we're approaching December 28th. Remember, no programming at all. January 4th, we will just have birth through 4 years old. So we're just trying to give all our volunteers a break. We're giving you a break as a group leader, and hopefully you get to enjoy it and enjoy the holidays with your families. Next thing is our leader gatherings coming up January the 21st. It's gonna be 6:30 to 8 o'clock on a Wednesday night. So you'll have programming for your kids and for your students. So please be there. Man, I really want you to be there. We only do 2 of these a year. And this is the 2 times a year we get every leader in the room, and it's so encouraging to have everyone there. So mark your calendar because I know trips are coming up, and I love to see you there. We're gonna have food, and it's gonna be a great time. We're gonna celebrate a lot of stuff that God's been doing. You know, yesterday one of our residents did a Devo, and it was really challenging to me. It came out of Luke 7 and verse 47, specifically the verse that stood out to me. And this story, this part of this passage that Jesus unravels is this woman who sees Jesus reclining at a table. She comes in, breaks the expensive perfume at his feet, starts cleaning his feet, with her hair. And one of the Pharisees says, "Who is this sinful woman?" And of course, if you're familiar with the story, Jesus kind of begins to unpack this idea that those who are forgiven much love much. In fact, verse 47 says, her sins have been forgiven. That's why she loved much. But the one who is forgiven little loves little. And the challenge that the resident gave that I thought was a really good challenge for me and for y'all as we approach this Christmas season and celebrate the birth of our Savior is to remember how much we've been forgiven. Sometimes we got to sit down and remember where we came from. What has Jesus saved us from? What has He's pulled us out of darkness into light. And when we go back and remember how much we've been forgiven, it propels us forward to think about how much we really can love because we've been so loved by Him. And for what He's done for us. And so as we approach the Christmas season, just keep that in mind about how much you have been forgiven and allow that to drive you in love towards Him, but also towards others. Because you know how those in-laws can be. You know how family can be as you get around the dinner table this Christmas season. It's hard to love, but remember how much you've been forgiven. Remember that. And then choose to love this Christmas season, no matter how hard it is. I know we've all got that one uncle we all want to knock up beside the head, but man, just remember how much you've been forgiven. Real quick, a leader shout out. I want to shout out a leader this week that maybe some of y'all know, maybe some of y'all don't know, and that is Trey and Rebecca Morris. They serve in the Get Connected Connect group at the 9:45 hour, and they are killing it, y'all. I mean, they are doing such a phenomenal job. Their group is so exciting, and it's always fun to go around and just see just what is all the hustle and bustle in their group. They're always connecting people. They're always having a great time. In fact, I have written down here that they had packed something around 980,784 boxes for Christmas Operation Child this year. That's right. I gave you a bunch of numbers there and you're going, what in the world? Did you just notice the lights went off? That's insane. Well, I guess they're on a timer. Anyways, Trey and Rebecca Morris, man, they are a great couple and they're awesome. Their group's doing really cool things. But again, 980,784 boxes for Operation Christmas Child. That is insane. So, hey, if you see Trey or Rebecca in the hall, tell them hello. And man, this is a wrap of the weekly update for this video, and I'll see you on the next one.